So hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm sorry guys, I don't have time these days. Like I said in my previous video, we are traveling and I'm also working, also doing business. So I want to continue my story that nobody asked me, but I'm just talking about how I met my husband, and I couldn't finish the story, and I asked you guys if you want me to continue the story, then you should comment below. So I got a lot of comments that they are waiting for part 2. So I'm here to talk about the part 2. So I ended it with my husband didn't know where I was staying till we got married. So that's where I want to continue the story from. So I started dating my husband, and he knew where I was living at school. I was living in the hostel, in the school hostel, Unica school hostel, inside the school when I started school. So when he started coming, he told me he wants to rent an apartment for me. So that he didn't like where I was staying, because all these with school bunk that you have more than 8 bed in the room. So that time I used to stay up bed. I have to climb ladder. So one day he said he want to come and see my room. So I took him to my room. He couldn't enter. He stood outside there and he was looking like, wow, all these people staying in one room. Yeah, that was how it was. Then he rented a self-contained room that has everything inside. That was my second year in school. So he rented a self-contained for me that has everything: toilet, bathroom, kitchen, everything. And you know how that is now. That means you've leveled up. So he made me to level up in school. So that was where he used to come. Anytime he come to Nigeria, sometimes he will not even tell me he's around. He will just surprise me and come. Sometimes when I get home from school, I open my door, I see that somebody's lying down on my bed. That means all the way. So he was really trying. He was able to be coming 3 times in a year, 4 times in a year, because he's also a businessman. So he brings things from Germany to Nigeria to sell. And yeah, so that was how it was coming, and we were dating like that. And you know how it is, friends started to be jealous, things like that. People don't know how you started. People don't know, once you met at school, they just think maybe you knew this guy when you started school. No, they didn't know how I met him, how I've been working, met him, talking on the phone, seeing, sneaking from the house to see him, all those kind of stuff. Everybody started wanting the kind of guy I have, because my husband is somebody that always want to make people around you to jealous of you. He wants everybody to want to be like you. So when he's coming that time, he brings a lot of things. I in fact, I don't know what to say about that. He used to, that when I was in Nigeria, so many things that was in Germany, I was already using so many things, like their bathing soap, their shaving cream, clothes. In fact, a lot of things. Even all these little pressing iron, TV. There was nothing that his hand could touch that he doesn't bring, since he ships containers. So it's easy for him to just load everything and brings to me, and even bring some for my friends. But you know how all these friends are, they just want to take what belongs to you. So from back, I don't know how one of my friends started. I don't even know how he did it. Where he took the number from my phone and started communicating with him. And him, with the way he likes me, he knows me, because I was just 19 and he was 31. And he was 30 going to 31. He's 10 years older than me. So he knows that this person is not, the person called herself my friend, but not my friend. So they started I don't know, they got my number from his number from my phone, started calling him, telling him bad thing about me, this and this, that and that, and he would just be recording it. So one day he came to Nigeria. He was in Lagos and he said I should come to Lagos. So I went to Lagos and he called that my friend, and my friend was talking, and I was there, and my friend didn't know I was there. She was talking. That's why I'm always saying everybody should be careful of friends. This person is my closest friend. I didn't tell her that I was traveling, and then I used to take flights from Calabar to Lagos. We've traveled up and down, so they were just jealous of all the things I was having. But they don't know what I'm going through in the relationship, how hard it is for you to have a distant relationship. All of them were having relationship around, but my own was this distant relationship. But they don't care. All they care is what you're having, what you're having, what you're having. Nobody care how you feel when it's not around. Everybody just want to have that thing that you have. So I was there, and the girl was just talking. Benedicta is this, Benedicta is that, Benedicta does this, does that. And I was there. So after everything, he now said, where is she now? He said, I don't know, maybe she has traveled to all these errands that she used to go. God, different thing that she said. And I was there, I was listening. So after everything, he ended up the phone. He said, if I tell you that you don't have a friend, you don't used to believe me. I was speechless, and man, so people can be like this. So this girl started being so jealous, and when we wanted to get married, I didn't tell her anything. I just kept quiet because he said I should not tell her, so she could just continue. Because some people like that, they could even harm me, you don't know. So I was just pretending like I didn't know. She would come to my house, and this girl is somebody that when she come, we wear the same size of clothes. When she comes to my house, anything she's taking, I just leave her. I just leave her to take it. Anything, my shoe, my slippers, she will just take it. Some days, sometimes she will not bring them back. Sometimes she sleep in my house, since I was alone. So I was even happy that she was coming, so I could have somebody to stay with. So sometimes she spend 1 month with me, 3 weeks with me. From school, we come home together. She doesn't even go to her house again. Some of her things was in my house. So she always stay at me in my place, because in her own place where they were staying, she, her sister, and 2 of her brothers, so they were 4 in one house. So, and I was just only me in my own house. So my apartment was very comfortable. So I was even happy that she was there, so I could have somebody to gist with. So we're staying there together, doing everything together. So when I wanted to get married, I told her that he has proposed to me that we are getting married. If you see the way she just did, she said, okay, when the time come, tell me, I will be there. I said, that's how you say? You're not even excited. They say, what do you want me to do? I said, when the time comes, tell me, I will be there. Okay. Then I told my other friends, if you see jubilation, we were happy. They were hitting the table, making noise. We are going to destroy everywhere. We are going to blast everywhere. You see the happiness in them, how they were shouting, how they were doing. They now said, have you told your best friend? I said, I've told her. Look at what she said. They say, why is that girl like that? So we now plan that we will not make her my chief bridesmaid, because after that time she called me and said, I know that I'm going to be your chief bridesmaid. Just let me know the color of clothes that you want me to wear. Which color do you want? I said, I don't know yet. He said, what do you mean? I said, I don't know yet if you'll be my chief bridesmaid. I don't know yet. So she started trying to find out why. Maybe her conscience was telling her something. So one day we now met together. We were together in the house. Then my friends, of my friends came, because she is my friend from where we were living back in Lagos. But other my friends I met in Calabar, that we are in the same department. She was in economics. I was in banking and finance. So other of my friends that were in the same department came. So we're just talking about their shobi. What my friend also brought a pen, start writing the color, writing what we need and all that. And this girl was just sitting down pressing her phone. She didn't say anything. And Uju now said, Benedicta, I know I'll be your chief bridesmaid. I say, yeah, you even passed. We have the same height, and you will be my chief bridesmaid. To be on. And she stood up and started crying and started shouting that, hey, you people just came, you want to take my friend, and like this and like that. So why I'm bringing up this thing is that friends are bad. After all she did, and she was just pretending that she did nothing. So that was when I was not the one that even told her what she did. It was my other friend that now told her that I don't even know what is wrong with this Benedicta. After all you did to her, she still allowed you to come to her house. She still, because the voice message My husband recorded, then it was my boyfriend, send it to my phone, then I played it, and she was so ashamed. She knelt down there and she was just crying. She just knelt down and was crying. Everybody were, young girls now, then we were 24, 25, we're just raining curses. Some were eating her head, some were saying, you are a bad person, get out from here, this and this, that. In fact, come here, she will come there. In fact, get out. They were just doing her like that, and telling her that, what kind of a human being are you? Upon that, you are still, did somebody send you to this person? So that was how I lost my friendship with her. And this girl has been my friend since where we were living together, but she just wanted everything that I have to belong to her. But in fact, she was dating one guy that was a medical student, but she's always complaining that the guy don't give her money. How would the guy give you money that is a medical student? Then started dating one married man. She will not tell me. It was the sister that told me that I should talk to my friend, that dating married man is bad, all those kind of things. Was telling me that I should talk to her, this and this. So I talked to her. I said, but you are my friend, you didn't tell me that you started dating this man. I know you when I tell you this is how you react, this and this and that. And she went home and insulted her sister, and her sister was her elder sister. So that was how I got married. I didn't make her my chief bridesmaid, but I saw her. She and her mother came to the wedding. They sat somewhere. I went there, greet her mother, So I got married and I got pregnant, and my first pregnancy was a disaster. I got pregnant, and during my pregnancy I was having a lot of bad dream. I was still in Nigeria. I've not traveled out because my husband was always saying he want to relocate back. He's tired of Germany. He want to relocate back. He want to come and start and make his business to be used here. He want to relocate back. So for me, I was not even talking about travel. I love him and I want to marry him, not about abroad. So I was pregnant, and the pregnancy was okay. I was in my final year when we got married. So I was trying to go to youth service. I was trying to put my certificate together, my transcript together, everything, so I could go to youth service. Then I got pregnant. So with the pregnancy, I couldn't go to youth service again, so because I was really sick and all that. So when pregnancy was about 6 to 7 months, I started having this dream that somebody was portraying me. I don't like talking about all this because you look like I'm believing in all those. I'm not somebody that believe in such things. I don't believe in all these things. If you know me, I don't believe in all these things, what people are saying it. But the dream keep repeating itself. So I started telling people around me that this is kind of dream I'm dreaming. I don't understand. I even told my stepmother. My stepmother took me to church. They prayed for me, but I was going to redeem. So one day, I'm not somebody that will just go to pastor. I just like going to my church, close and go home. I don't like going to pastor doing this. So my husband was in Germany and I go to church alone. So one day I saw that people are waiting to see pastor. I went, I sat down there. I don't even know where to start from when I want to tell the pastor. So I stood up again. I went home with the pregnancy like that. So I couldn't tell the pastor my dream. So one day I went to the market to buy something to eat. A madman was just chasing me around. This man was chasing me around everywhere, chasing me. I will run to the shop. Somebody in the shop will just chase him away, I will enter the shop and I still want to walk down and get something. This man will continue chasing me. Anywhere I went, he will stand on the way or the other side. When I'm coming out from the shop, I'll think he's not seeing me. Before I know, this man will sight me and start chasing me. And I was pregnant. I was start running with pregnancy. I don't know what I did to this man. I don't know what happened. So that was when I went to the church and said, no, I have to tell my pastor this and this because I don't understand. So I went, I queue my turn. Before my turn, pastor said he's tired till next Sunday. So many people are there already. So I was just so naive. In fact, I don't know what to do, whether to blame myself for the situation, that I didn't take it too serious. I was just a young girl, a 25 years old, going to 26 with pregnancy. My husband was abroad. My mom was in Akwa Ibom. I was alone in the house my husband have in Lagos. I stay alone there. Sometimes my sister come from school and stay with me. In fact, I didn't know what to do. I was just there. you know. So that was how one day in the morning, I thank God my husband brother came and was staying with us. So I was making indomie to eat. Then I just feel something like I was wet somehow, so I went inside to the bathroom to check. When I just bent down to check, a big blood just fell off of me. Then I collapsed. Before I collapsed, I know I was shouting Kingsley, 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 which is my husband brother name. So he wanted to go out. He was outside trying to start the car when he was hearing his name, and he didn't hear his name again. Just came back to check. He was saying, according to him, because I passed out, I didn't get myself. He said he was saying, Benny, you call me? Benny, did you call me? You know, he was just saying, he didn't hear. He opened the door, he saw me on the floor, and just carried me like that, put me in the car, and took me to the hospital. I didn't even know when I got to the hospital. I didn't know anything. So it was later when I woke up from the hospital that they started telling me. One nurse came and told me that you were really bleeding. She was one that helped me, bathed me, cleaned me, did this, that. I was so weak, you know. So they now called my husband from Germany. My husband came back immediately. They called him. Didn't even spend up to 2 days. He came back, you know. So I'm cooking. That's why I'm looking at this side. I'm cooking beans. So they tried to protect the pregnancy. I was there still bleeding with this pregnancy. I was in the hospital for 1 month. It was a private hospital, and my husband got a room for me that I was staying alone. Sometimes come and stay there with me in the hospital. So we're there spending money with the pregnancy. Pregnancy was about 7 months, like that, from 6 months plus to about 7 months plus. Then one day I started feeling pain in the night, like I wanted to die. So they said, the doctor came and checked and told my husband and my mom that was there. They didn't tell me that the child died in my stomach, so they have to bring it out. So I had a stillbirth. I didn't know. It was after everything they now told me what happened, that the child died in my stomach and I got a stillbirth. So that was when I started telling everybody all the dream, everything I was having. So it was spiritual attack and all that. The problem is that I don't really believe. I don't know that to just, even as I'm saying it, I don't know. I don't want people to start judging me that I'm believing. I don't believe in all that. But this is what happened to me. I'm just saying my story. So people around me, you know, when mother, sister-in-law, everybody will start saying, why didn't you say it? It's spiritual attack. Would have taken you to deliverance. Would have done this, done that. You know. Well, it happens, and then that one, I lost the pregnancy like that. So I was devastated. I was just there, and because of that, my husband still don't believe on spiritual attack. My husband just believed that the doctor wasn't doing enough. That if it was here, they would have immediately, the bleeding, they would have brought out the child, put it in the incubator, like that. I wouldn't have lost that child. So my husband that did not want to stay in abroad, that want to stay in come back and stay in Lagos. So that's why this is now that I now know how I came to abroad. So my husband now say that he cannot take that kind of risk again, that they are not competent, as big as this hospital, expensive hospital like this, very hospital that the doctor studied in America, everything, you know. It was a very, very good, big, expensive hospital in Lagos. So he said that means he cannot trust any other place, because everybody was recommending this particular hospital, that many of the doctors study in abroad, not just the director there, many of the doctors there that he employed are doctors from abroad and all that. So, and that happened. So my husband now started rethinking of moving, that it's better for you to come to Germany in case anything happen again, they can help you. So that was how we started planning on how I will come to Germany, and immediately pregnancy enter again. Pregnancy enter, so they started saying you have to go to language school, so you do this reunion thing and all that. So I started doing it, processing everything. So that was how I finally moved to Germany. when I moved to Germany, I came to Germany with pregnancy. I came to Germany with 8 months pregnancy. My pregnancy don't always get to 9 months if I put to bed. And after 2 weeks I came to Germany, I put to bed Effie my son. That was how I put to bed Effie my son after 2 weeks. Then after like 8 months, we traveled back to Nigeria again. We spent 6 months in Nigeria. Then because my husband is a German, has a German passport, immediately I put to bed, my son got a German passport, and I was processing my own, but I got stay in Germany. So after 2 years I got my German passport too. So that was how I came to Germany, and this was the reason why I came to Germany, because my husband has already made up his mind and his business was really going on well the way he planned it to stay, but just because of me and the situation of things, you know, so he couldn't take that risk anymore, so he has to move to Germany back. But he was still going to Nigeria after some times, you know, and up till now he's still going. So this is my story, how I moved to Germany. So this was the reason why I moved to Nigeria. I'm still calling Nigeria, to Germany. But since then, we always travel every year before, when my kids were still in kindergarten. But since they started Schule, before we travel every Christmas, November. They don't used to have problem in Germany when you go with your kids for 2 months. Sometimes we go to Nigeria, spend 6 months. I put my kids in school there in Nigeria, so they go to private school there. One of our neighbor, where my husband built his house, one of our neighbor, they had a very, very big private school. So my kids used to go to the private school too there. So but now, because of the school, the kids are now in the Schule, you know, in the big school. They cannot just live like that. So since then, it's been 12 years that I've been here now. So this is the reason why I came to Germany. Yeah, I came to Germany just because of to have a safe delivery and for nothing to happen to me. That was how my husband changed his mind and we came to Germany. And why he's not thinking of relocating again to stay, because he was still planning to still go back after some time. But the way the country is going on, kidnapping, this, that, different things happening in Nigeria. He said it's better we stay here, and he doesn't want to risk it. We can just be going to visit and come back. But for now, we are staying here. So that was how we stay here. And now we bought a house. We are living our life here, but we are still traveling to our home. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you very much. Please like, share, and subscribe to my video. Maybe it might help 1 or 2 persons. So have a great day. Bye.